What's up, ballers? We are here with the Beginner's Guide to NBA Playground. So the game officially came out on Tuesday? Came out on Tuesday. So I figured since there are a lot of new people here and I've been playing for longer than probably a lot of you have, there are probably some tips that you guys would appreciate. So just letting you guys know how to do different things in the game, because there's not really any tutorials. There's like a couple things in the first exhibition game that you play, but not really any instructions on how to play the game well. So wanted to help you guys out with that. So just starting off, you're going to get 3 beginner packs. As far as I know, you're not guaranteed a legend. In fact, I don't think that I've seen a legend out of any of those, but more than likely you'll get a couple epics. So in order to pick the best one possible, just want to give you guys some options. So the starters that I had for a while were Ray Allen, who is almost the perfect common card. So I'm going to call these commons because I don't know what their technical name is. 10 3-pointer, 10 2-pointer, 7 steals, 7 speed, 7 stamina. So those are really the 5 main stats that I want on a card. Mainly because rebounds, I feel like, don't really impact gameplay that much. Most of rebounding is just running to the ball. Most of the time when you jump for a rebound, it doesn't really do that much. Blocks, they are important, but not nearly as important as the steal, simply because you can steal so many more times than you can block. And dunk, that's an important one if you have a different gameplay style than I do. My main gameplay style is shooting threes, so if you are a person that likes to drive to the basket a lot, you don't get as many points, but you get more lottery fill-ups. So we'll talk more about lottery fill-ups later. That's why Ray Allen's a really good option. Also, I believe Chris Paul is another one. I didn't use him at the beginning, but I had him. Where are the Clippers? Where are they at? Where are they at? There they are. So Clippers, I got Blake Griffin and Chris Paul in my first 2 packs. Chris Paul's another good option because he's got good 3-point, good 2-point, good steal, good stamina, good speed. Really, really solid. I didn't even realize how solid he was until just now. But as you can see, I've got him maxed out, so I played a good bit with him as well. Blake Griffin, another good option if you're looking to play with a big man. He's got 10 dunks, so if you are wanting to go to the basket, this is the guy to do it with. He's also got 9 2-pointer. His 3-pointer and steal aren't that great, but he's got decent speed and stamina. Not great rebounding either, so this isn't like your best possible option. I've actually heard that Thon Maker is one of the best options in the game, at least for common cards. So Thon Maker, 7'1", and I believe he can shoot threes. So you're not going to find a whole lot of centers that can shoot threes. This is going to be one of your better options. Now, his block rating isn't that good, so that's not going to help you out as much, but it is going to be harder for him to get blocked. And he's got a 6 dunk rating, which isn't amazing, but it is pretty solid. So this might be a guy that you want to use if you're just starting out and you don't have a whole lot of options. So heading back to the menu, you're going to have to play 1 exhibition game and then move into tournament games next, and then you'll unlock online matches. I would not recommend playing online matches, at least starting out. For one reason, they're pretty glitchy still, so it doesn't have very smooth gameplay. I think they're still trying to get things smoothed out. So it is a little bit more difficult to play. And also, whenever you play tournaments, every time you beat a tournament, A, you get more experience, and B, actually you do get a lot of experience from online play, but right now tournaments are going to be your best friend. So if you beat a tournament, you get a gold pack, which is a huge bonus. Almost always has a legend in it, so I would definitely recommend going that route if you can. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop into some gameplay. I will give you guys some gameplay tips. We'll go ahead and play the final since I haven't gotten a gold on that one yet. And we're going to be playing, you know what, for the purpose of having a balanced lineup, we're going to play with Steph Curry and Shaq. That way you guys can see how to play with bigs and also how to play with smaller guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the controls are a lot like 2K. I'll go more into the controls whenever we're in the game, but you can see all of them right here. They explain everything. I think I'll be able to explain things better whenever I'm actually playing the game. Only controls that are really different are like throw elbows and push with B, and pass on the shot. That's pretty much the same. We'll go ahead and get into gameplay and I'll show you guys. So to win the jump ball, you usually want to jump right after the ball starts coming down. So we win the jump ball right there. Right stick is dribble move. So for jump shots, you usually, okay, so really my best advice for jump shots is learn to adapt to what the shot feedback is telling you. So if it's telling you too early, then you need to start shooting later. If it's telling you too late, start shooting sooner. So we get dunked on right there. Not very good defense. honestly, the main thing that you're going to want to do in defense is we're going to do a dribble move with Shaq, get that layup. So the main thing you're going to want to do on defense is just straight up spam the steal button, especially in the earlier rounds. It's usually easier to get steals. Oh, come on, give me that steal. There we go. So we get a steal. We're going to throw it up. Usually, if you don't want to get the ball stolen, you want to do a lot of dribble moves. Now, the thing is, you can only do 2 dribble moves without running out of stamina. So you got to be wise with how you use them. So I will usually start coming down the court. Oh, come on, Shaq, give me that block. I'll usually start running down the court as I'm about to throw the ball in. So you got to wait a little bit. You have enough stamina to do 2 dribble moves and get to the basket. So you can see right there, I start running as soon as possible, and then those 2 dribble moves let me either get to the basket or they let me, let's see, they let me get an open 3-pointer. Not necessarily an open 3-pointer, but a fadeaway 3-pointer. Getting, oh, almost dunked on again. So I'll show you guys. This is the dribble move that I usually do. So bad release on that one. We're going to throw it back to Steph Curry. Honestly, the corner 3 is absolute cheese. Basically unblockable and goes in almost every time. So if you're a beginner, that's definitely what you want to do. It's definitely the easiest way to get points. We're getting dunked on all over the place right now, but we're still winning pretty easily. So you can see up at the top, we both have a lottery pick activated. Basically what a lottery pick is, whenever you do a certain amount of different moves, make a certain amount of baskets, you get a power up. So one of the earlier ones is, actually these are both relatively early ones. There we go, we get a shot clock violation. So basically what my lottery pick does is it cuts the shot clock in half. That's going to be a miss. Cuts the shot clock in half, and we're going to do, oh, we get the ball stolen right there. Yeah, that was because I wasn't doing dribble moves. So there, oh, we get the block with Shaq. Their power up is going to allow them to get double points on dunks. Mine cut the shot clock in half. So the shot clock one is really useful if you're a good defender. Typically, if you can keep them dribbling long enough, then they won't be able to score, and they missed that shot right there. We just got lucky, honestly. We're going to throw it up to Shaq. I honestly don't like the double points on the dribble move, or on the dunks one, mainly because I don't dunk the ball that much. Now, there is a power-up that gives you double points on 3-pointers, which is by far my favorite power-up. There's also one that actually escalates your multiplier, so you have a certain shot that you've got to make it from. And as you keep making shots during the power-up, it keeps multiplying more. So the first shot gives you ×2, second shot gives you ×3, third shot gives you ×4, and then if you make that third one, then it ends. So that is honestly my favorite one. You can get up to, if you get a 3, it depends on where they place your shot for the multiplier. So if you get well-placed shots, you can get like 23 points in a span of 3 shots, which is insanely overpowered. And we're gonna hit that. Oh, all right, so we get blocked right there. That's the thing, if you're shooting a corner fadeaway 3, there's a good chance that you're gonna get blocked. But if you're like at a standstill 3 in the corner, it is next to unblockable. So that's what I would recommend doing. One of the most frustrating things most likely is going to be trying to make layups in your first game. So honestly, there's not a whole lot I can tell you besides, wow, through the backboard, that's impressive. There's not a whole lot I can tell you on layups other than you just got to get a feel for it. So more than likely, you just want to release it at the top of your jump. If you're releasing it when you get to the basket, that's going to be too late. And it's honestly pretty tough until you actually perfect it. And then at that point, oh, there we go. We get the perfect shot upgrade, so we get a free 2 points right there. Usually if you get that one, you want to shoot from farther back. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you guys before this game is over. It's tough to get blocks in this game, honestly. If you want to get blocks, really, you need to get like a center like Shaq. So corner 3, automatic, we're just going to take those free points. If you want to get blocks, you got to get a big center. Otherwise, you have no chance. Like, guards almost never get blocks. They do get a lot of steals. So also, if you want to know how to do alleys, you basically got to wait till your big man runs inside. It can be a little frustrating waiting for him to go inside. So he didn't run inside. To get him to jump for an alley-oop, you got to press LT, and then once he jumps, you press A whenever he's at the top of his jump. It is really, really difficult to get him to go inside. Like, there's not really anything that I know of to get him to do that. Let's see if he'll go in. Come on, Shaq. There we go. Top of the jump, and we get the... Ooh, we completed a challenge, too. I very rarely do alley-oops simply because of the fact that it doesn't really work that well if you're just trying to do it as a set play. Now, if you're out on a break and you want to do it, then it'll work really well as long as your big man is running inside. But if he's not running inside, he is not going to make it. You can see it's not that hard if you know how to do it right, and we get that automatic shot upgrade power-up as well. Did I just say upgrade power-up? That was like the most stupid thing I've said in this entire video. They get the alley-oop right there, but I'm not worried. So we're gonna throw the ball to Steph Curry. Once he crosses half court, he'll get the power-up. And then we're gonna run all the way back and hit a full court shot with him just for fun. Bang! Gets that three-pointer. Also, if you get a perfectly timed shot, you get an extra +1 points. So, obviously, I would say, like, try to get that, but I don't know anybody that wouldn't try to get the, that wouldn't try to perfectly time their shot. Honestly, a lot of it is just, comes from practice. So, let's see. One more thing. One thing that was really frustrating for me at the beginning, I could not figure out how to dunk the ball. And, honestly, I'm still not that good at dunking the ball. You will not dunk the ball if you don't have full stamina for the most part. So I was trying to dunk the ball after doing 2 dribble moves, which is why it wasn't working for me. And I think I kind of figured out how to do it. Honestly, I'm still not good at doing dunks, but it is RT and X. The thing is, I miss dunks so often, and it's because dunks and layups are very differently timed. So with the dunk, you start going in slow-mo, which definitely changes up the timing from what it would be for a layup. So we're going to try to get a dunk for you guys. There we go. We get a dunk right there. So you need to have full stamina if you want like a guaranteed dunk. I honestly don't dunk the ball that much, mainly because I have such a hard time getting the right timing on it. Let's see. We might get one with Shaq right here as long as we don't get the ball stolen. Or we do a layup, and we get the late timing on that as well. So we win that one pretty easily, mainly because we got legends and we're going up against base players. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. That was honestly a pretty quick walkthrough, so I'm sure there's something that I left out. Pretty sure that I got the gold trophy on that one, so we should be totally complete with that first round. But if you guys have any other questions, make sure you comment those down below. And you get packs from leveling up and from playing tournaments. So if you want to get more cards, play the game more. But that's going to be about it for this episode. Like I said, make sure you comment down below if you got any questions, things that I might have missed. And make sure you like as well. And I will see you guys next time.